Okay, so first thing before you do bleach or dye or anything, you should always test your skin, and that's what I'm gonna do because I've never had this type of bleach. So I'm gonna be safe and do a skin test. So how you could do that is, so like I'm going to do the cream developer and the peroxide and just do a little bit on the inside of my elbow. I think they also recommend you could do it like behind your ear, basically just wherever I guess is, sensitive. So yeah, we're gonna try that and hopefully I don't get a reaction. Wish me luck. So I stirred up a little bit, now for the skin test. So I put a little bit inside my arm, now to just let it wait and see how it reacts. So while we're waiting for my little test patch to, I guess, soak in my skin, whatever it does, basically before you do any sort of dye on your hair or bleach or whatever, make sure to cover all surfaces that you're going to be interacting with, or even like the floor or any place that you don't want to have like spots. And also, like what I'm doing is wearing an old shirt or any clothing you don't care about. Didn't have to be old, just whatever you don't want. Make sure you have good lighting so you can see all areas of your hair, and also if you have a three-way mirror, that would be highly recommended, so that way if you're doing it by yourself you can see parts of your head that you couldn't without having eyes at the back of your head. And definitely if you have someone to help you, that's tremendously helpful, because another person could walk around you and see any patches that you missed or that need covered again. Well, my time isn't quite up yet. It's definitely a little itchy. There's no like painfully stings, just, irritating. I'm very sensitive. I've got sensitive skin, so I'm sure that's gonna happen, and maybe it's gonna be a little itchy for everybody. So I guess as long as it's not like a drastic red swelling or anything like that, then I guess I shouldn't be concerned. But I'm gonna wait for the time that I set on my phone just to be sure. This is just a little update in between. This lighting isn't the very best, but I'm not seeing any like mega red or any swelling of any sort, so it's a good sign so far.
Here are the products I used during the bleaching process. I followed the directions and mixed the powdered bleach and cream developer until it turned into like a creamy paste. You don't want it to be too runny or too thick, so just aim for whatever's kind of in between. Okay, so now I am showing you pictures of my hair throughout the process, since I didn't film my hair actually getting bleached. As you can see here, I sectioned my hair using big clips to make it easier to work on different areas at a time. Whenever I bleach my hair normally, I bag my whole head so everything processes together, but for my first attempt, I wanted to see how the one half turned out, as well as have a comparison with the other side of my hair. I used my hair dye brush as kind of like a paintbrush. I made sure that the sections of my hair were covered evenly on the surface as well as underneath. This is where hair tutorial videos get kinda tricky. Everyone's hair is different, so depending on your hair color and type, it'll determine the amount of time you'll leave the bleach sit on your hair. But it is recommended to keep it on for no more than 45 minutes. Usually what I do is set a halfway point timer and peek under the bag to see how much my hair has processed, and then I kinda go from there. It's more blonde at the top because that's where my roots are, and the roots always process much faster because of the heat coming off of your scalp. It already looks like a pink on my first try, but that's because the Manic Panic I use, which is Pillar Box Red, has pink undertones. I actually really love the blonde top blending into the pink because it totally gave me Avril Lavigne vibes, and she is one of my fashion inspirations and overall role models. In my next video, I'm going to show you a bit of the process as well as some pictures of me going from this blondish pink to all the way bubblegum pink. And I noticed that there's a cat sneezing behind me.